What really happens at retirement? They tell you all kinds of things. You're going to have a lot of free time. You're going to be able to do all these projects you've wanted to do for years. You're going to go cruising and flying hither and yon. Oh, it'll be so relaxing. Aging gracefully, your golden years. The reality, not so much. I'll show you what retirement actually looks like. 9 little glimpses. It's really not what you think. Let me get started. I know how this goes. I'll get in the flow and I'll forget to ask you to subscribe. Please do that. It really helps me out. It helps the channel out. It lets YouTube know that we adults, older adults, need information and fun stuff that applies to us. And that little thumbs up, that does me a world of good. At the end of the day, when I'm tired and think I should be retired. So have at it. Give that one a click. Thanks. So I could give you 20,000 little glimpses into retirement that I'm sure no one else could have dreamed up, but I'm going to stick with 9. And the first one is this. You will spend half your best retirement years filling out forms. And why will it take you half of your best retirement years? Here's the problem. You won't know who you are. I mean, it was fine in the days when you were a hairstylist, a plumber, a teacher, garbage collector, a flight attendant. You just wrote that in the box. There's only one box. And now that you're not any one of those things, the kind that fit in one box, it's a major philosophical self-discussion that you need to get going in that moment, and probably endlessly, about what you are exactly. Well, I don't mean what, but who. And at least half the battle is realizing this is where you are when you get to be an age kind of like me. I know you thought you were done with this angst about who you were as a teen, but get over it. Every time you see one of those forms, you consume yourself with who you are and what you could put in that little box. Because you know and I know retired doesn't cover it. Seriously, what does it even mean? At any given moment, it could mean you're working a micro job, you're volunteering, you're mowing your neighbor's lawn, or you're kicked back on the couch watching TV. Those are all retired. So what do you put in the box? Major life challenge. That's retirement. Who are you? In one box or less. Item number 2. You round the corners of retirement. Your income is fixed. You're accounting to the dollar. And then what happens? The appliances in your house pick that very moment to retire as well. Yep, they're done with their work lives. Tired of putting out. Ready, yes, for a life of less taking care of others. That means you. So yeah, as soon as you have that lovely fixed income all figured out, your appliances are going to retire. And at that very moment, as you go to call your crew, you know, the ones who normally take care of you, like the refrigerator guy, like the HVAC guy, the guy that whacks your weeds, the gal that fills your little plaster holes with spare plaster, they retired too. And so what are you stuck with? You've got to get a whole new team. You had carefully culled them over decades. They put out a shingle to start their businesses. And that's why you liked them. You sort of got along, had that same agey look, and now they've retired. And you're going to be spending the next few months making phone calls. You might as well be working, recruiting a team, getting quotes, sizing up youthful talent. Work. It's work. Item number 3. You say sayonara to your boss, wave adieu to your colleagues, and off you go to your downsizing mission. You embrace this aspect of it with glee. Grab all those suits, those stuffy ties, those sometimes crispy shirts. Oh, and the pantyhose at the back of the drawer. You haven't used those for a while. You're going to get rid of them for good now. Boxes of stuff you once looked pretty good in, very professional, put together. You're glad to see them go. Well, maybe the red stilettos You were kind of fond of them, but you do recognize at this age, a little bit more advanced, you kind of waddle in them. So yeah, time to let them go. You're good with that. And then you have to go shopping. Shopping for what you say? Funeral clothes. Why? All of a sudden, everyone's dying on you because you're of an age. Sometimes they call it retirement, but really it means getting older. And you look around, people kind of seem to be dropping like flies. You never noticed that before. That's retirement. Item number 4. You'd best be really great at public speaking, because here's what happens. A whole new role gets thrust upon you. Why? Now you have silver hair, and they can turn you into an elder statesman, even if you don't want them to. And if you're a mom, gosh forbid, you get to be a matriarch. How fun, exciting. The job title you've always wanted. And now you've got to be in charge. You're doing eulogies, making toasts, ordering people around. Leadership. Isn't that what you just gave up gladly? They want you to be imposing when you totally aren't. That's retirement. Item number 5. It's the little things in life that you've been told you'll enjoy. As it happens, very often there'll be little things that you've never really paid attention to on purpose. Things like ants, you know? They've been taking over your house on the sneak over the years, and you've been too busy to see those little things crawling along your floorboards. And you look up because you can do that when you're retired, because you have a moment to look up that you might not have had before. And you see the little crawlies. They didn't retire. It's the little things in life you now have time for. Good luck. Item number 6. Along with the retirement and moving on with your life, very often there's a downsizing component. It's a matter of trimming down your life, going simpler, and getting rid of stuff. Your stuff, your mom's stuff, your kids' stuff, your big house, whatever. The goal is smaller, easier, retired. But, stuff doesn't retire. It has a way of attracting more stuff. Even if you have a little bit of stuff, like in this little house, next thing you know, there's more. You know what it reminds me of? Those colleagues you have at work. And somehow they're always kind of lingering around you. They don't seem to have anything else to do, and they're always wanting your attention. Maybe they're sending you little memos, waving at you through your office door, hanging out at your cubie, trying to catch your attention as you're running for the car because you're late for your kid's soccer game. That kind of colleague. That's your stuff. It's incessant, demanding, constantly in the background, wanting your attention, needy. And then you retire. Your stuff doesn't. Not only that, like that colleague, when you won't pay attention, it's gonna get needier, so you have to deal with it. That's work. Yeah, not working for a boss, but managing a pesky colleague. Good luck with it. Item number 7, doctors. Have you met a doctor lately? Well, yeah, of course. It's that age. They have you doing vocabulary gymnastics every little moment of every day. I'm not talking the be active kind. And I'm not even talking that line item where they tell you to do mazes and crossword puzzles just to keep your mind agile. They want you to focus on gobbledygook multi-syllables. Horrible words. You might be interested in increasing your vocabulary from 2 syllables to 3 and maybe 4. That would be kind of nice, intelligent, bright, clever. But they have you doing like 5, 6. Why? They keep thrusting diseases at you with horrible long names that you can't pronounce, let alone spell. And you're supposed to be telling everyone what you have. But you have such a hard time pronouncing those things. It's very hard for you to tell anyone what you actually have. And while we're talking about doctors and vocabulary, I'm not sure where they went to school. Because in my day, you didn't put Z's in everything. And all those medications they prescribe, they are sprinkled with Z's. Everything has zine on the end, and it's not magazine. I can cope with that one, but not the pill kind. I mean, where did these doctors go to school that they got this kind of Z fetish? And now they're imposing these crazy words on me. I'm old school. I don't speak English with a whole lot of Z's. They're filling my retired life with nonsense. And this is why, folks, I don't do a doctor's visit more than once a week. If they want me to visit them, they got to get in line. As for their vocabulary, life is too short. I'm retired. Number 8. Are you aging gracefully? I'm not. Who are they kidding? These are the years of clunky, chunky, waddle and wobble. When I say I don't work, I mean none of it works. My body got retired on me. And number 9, finally, we're at the golden years. I never knew what that was supposed to mean. I suppose it means the sunset of our lives. The only pot of gold I know about is that this is an incredible stage for growth, personal growth. And who gives a rip about the golden and golden years? Because I tell you what, I'm all about the silver. It's pretty spectacular, isn't it? Oh, pleasure in small things. That's retirement. And that's it for now. Add your thoughts to the comments, dab in a little humor, sprinkle a bit of savvy, have at it. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll talk soon, all right? See you then.